so much speed and power all at the same time.
Right, and the keep-away game of Sonic, as we all know, is on deck, but then, of course, both of these Sonics very capable of being super aggressive, so I think there's going to be a lot of button pressing and a lot of fast movement on the screen, I'm guessing.
I have to agree. I mean, 4 speed demons right in front of you guys, and you don't really have the room to run away when there's 2 opponents coming for your neck. So we'll see how Ken and Sonix are able to do against these super aggressive players. I mean, America, the U.S., particularly has a reputation for being a more aggressive region as well.
Yeah, and we're seeing right now kind of a split true 1v1s occurring at the beginning. They're kind of almost picking their opponents. I have to wonder at this level if they're kind of choosing, like, all right, I know you're comfortable against this Sonic, this player matchup, because at this high of a level, that's kind of a consideration they can make. So far, less scrambly than I'd expect. A lot of 1v1 action, honestly, happening.
Well, I can tell you one thing for sure, Goose, and that's that Light will be coming for Sonix's neck in this match. Absolutely dominates him in the 1v1 typically. He has a very positive set record against him all time, so you know he's going to want to find him on the screen, try to isolate him, and he's done a pretty good job of that so far. It looks like it has been Light versus Sonix and Cosmos versus Ken for the most part.
Right now, we got pretty even trades on both sides of the screen. Woo! A connection there. The ability to see that coming in that setup, you've just got to have the reaction time on deck to hit that up air.
No, I love that, man. Light, of course, a double specialist. He's got a crazy track record with Mars over the years. And since he's not here, hey, might as well team with one of your other homies. Try to get it done with Cosmos. So far, it's working out for them. 6 stocks to 4. But, of course, just a quick breath away from the loss of Cosmos' first stock here.
Yeah, and definitely, you know, starting to be on death's door for both of their stocks. These are both pretty light characters, but playing from behind, you know, in doubles, it can be a little rough. You got to make a little bit of adjustment on how you're thinking about your stocks. I wonder if one of the 2 Sonics is more of the stock tank than the other, or if they're just both just trying to play super quick and aggressive.
I feel like it's a lot of adapting on the fly and kind of just taking every match as it comes, right?
Right.
In your mind, you might think probably Ken would be a little bit more avoidant. Sonix, I'd say, does have an overall more aggressive playstyle, but you can't really just simplify it too well against characters and players like this, really.
Absolutely, and we're starting to see, I mean, the stock counts evened up. Definitely a lot of percentage on Team Dual Sonic. Up smash not quite going to kill yet.
Well, I love the response there from Light. You want to edge guard my partner? I'm going to go hit you for that. Barely makes it back to the stage as well. And what was once a pretty solid advantage for the green team is slowly starting to dwindle.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, those back airs. Light in the corner there. Just back air, back air, back air. Finally able to secure that stock. And now Team Double Sonic on their final stocks apiece.
Let's see what they're able to do here. Almost finding that neutral air to back air, starter, and finisher on Cosmos there. But he's going to get away. Gets a quick breakaway with Sonix on the left side of the stage. And just right back over to cover for Light and allow him passage back to the center stage. That's what's so good about these top-level doubles players. They know when to switch targets. It might look like they're playing these 1v1s, but, you know, think about that first stock, the up air Light landed. He was completely ready to switch for the kill on the drop of a dime right there.
And on that particular setup, I mean, that was like you had a half a second maybe to make that reaction. So it's just interesting that they're playing neutral in these one-on-one scenarios, but then also they're having to literally look over there and say, oh, what's my buddy doing? Is it just scrapping in neutral, or do I need to actually break away and make a play?
Totally. You got to have like the wide view on the screen when you're playing doubles. Be aware of everything that's going on, but don't give up focus on what's right in front of you.
And then we're getting down to one of those scenarios where it's a stock apiece. Obviously, a double team versus a single, really, really rough. But we've seen top-level double players like Send, especially with Ness, be able to 2v1. I don't think Sonic is really as much of a character that's going to excel at that. And looking rough, but you still got to respect the fact that everyone on screen only has 1 stock left.
Oh, what a follow-up there from Light. Yeah, standing on the platform, knowing that back throw would put him just high enough for the up smash to connect. And, yeah, I don't know if Sonic is the best character for 2v1s.
I don't think so. There's not the worst, because there's evasion at least, but, like, I don't know. Besides Ness, I'm trying to think of who are the good 2v1 characters. Pac-Man's probably all right.
I'd agree with that, yeah. Diddy is remarkably good in 2v1s. I think there's a couple things that go into the recipe for a good 2v1 character. One is definitely speed, so Sonic's not lacking that, obviously. Another is hitboxes on all sides of you. He really only has neutral air for that purpose, and maybe up air, but otherwise he's kind of got to pick where he's striking, left or right.
An item obviously can help. Another thing on the screen.
Yeah, something to distract them, right? That's why I think Diddy's great. The banana can kind of play like a pseudo partner. But either way, enough about that. We still have Sonix and Ken staying on their mains here. No switch to Sephiroth. I don't think we'll see it in this set again. But either way, it looks like we're once again doing these separate 1v1s, and it's Light versus Sonix again. It almost feels like there's a score to settle here.
Yeah. They're like, you know what? We've played it a lot in singles. We're here. We meet again. And they're looking for an opportunity. Gosh. Light has had a couple times where Fox is getting a hitbox out and hitting both Sonix, and they're both popping up at the same time. He had it earlier with a double up air, just showing how sometimes in this game there's some chunky hitboxes.
Yeah, Fox full of them for sure. Really living up to that glass cannon reputation. Hits so hard, but you can just breathe on him, and he's going to die. Either way, we've got both Sonix pinned to the ledge right there, kind of taking turns, finding their way onto the stage. Cosmo's trying to cover, but wow, it's actually going to be Light dropping the first stock of the match here. Much better outcome for blue team, at least in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of, yeah, a little bit of a role reversal here. Very similar percents, but now the stocks are reversed, although that up smash is going to take it.
Yeah, Light making sure to even the odds as quickly as possible. Just so much kill power afforded to this character. He can get right up in your face. It's just a matter of being able to do it without taking too much damage in the process. Oh, wow. Oof. The teammate body block betrayal right there. Yeah. Extending that forward smash.
Both of them were kind of like stuck there in the corner. They kind of cornered themselves a little bit, and there was kind of a situation where you're like, well, I don't know if both of you, one of you, some of you are going to get hit by this, but this sword is big and it's flaming, and it's going to take one of your lives.
Sure is. We'll see how many lives are going to be taken here. So far, it's Sonix down to his last one. Everybody looking pretty healthy otherwise. So if Ken's able to hang on to this and let Sonix take his stock, it could be really clutch.
Right, yeah, whenever you have that situation, we got a 3-1 situation. The stocks here, the distribution, important in terms of mid-set or mid-game, how they're thinking about their focus. Even just taking out that player for a second and having them to do that stock take gives you that opportunity to have it that 2v1.
Yeah, Ken playing the role very well, too. Just kind of hanging out in the corner, looking for these opportunistic hits. You saw that up smash, you saw that back air before. And, of course, you lose presence on the stage, and you're not able to shake up the action as much. But you can still be there just as that lifeline for Sonix if he does go down here.
Yeah, playing just really smart, phenomenal play right now and just not dropping much of anything. Ken just hasn't really gotten hit in a long time. Is that a double trade?
They're saying we're going to take Ken's stocks by taking Sonix out. That's the only way they've taken one back from him in this game so far. Ken staying so patient, blocking that up smash. Is he going to do anything devastating off stage? No, just a handoff.
Max, I don't think he's been hit in the last minute. He's at, I'm looking down at 132, and I'm seeing that number. It's just been the same. They need to find a way to hit this guy.
Again, you just got to hit the partner, right? Let Sonix run in there, be the punching bag, and then maybe you'll make some progress by having him share stock again. At this point, it's pretty much guaranteed that game 2 is going to the green team, or blue team. It's been a long flight, man. That's all I got to say.
Oh, looking real deep. I'm going to assume that was 500 IQ, knowing that you could drift in and having Light have to recover up to save you. But now we're dealing with a go next situation. Even if they were able to kill Ken, looks like they're all having fun up there too. Look at that. It's all smiles. Everyone's having a good time.
Hey, for a set that's going to be this long and grueling for these guys, you got to keep that attitude positive. Make sure you're just, pushing through every game and not getting hung up on something like that. Of course, they won game 1, so it's easy to shake that off.
Right.
But if we see a repeat performance from Ken and Sonix, I think we might start to see the wind come out of Light and Cosmos' sails a little bit more.
Yeah, interesting how they didn't actually take any of Ken's stocks in terms of killing him. It was just there was a shared stock, but whereas I think we're starting to, like you were saying earlier, the more aggressive versus the more conservative approach. That is actually, I haven't seen a lot of double Sonic in our region. There's not a lot of Sonic players, but that is actually so brutal to have on a doubles team, aggressive, conservative Sonic, and have that dynamic as your doubles team. That sounds really broken, to be honest.
It does, and it's just so hard to catch this character in general, whether he's attacking or defending. So we'll see if Light and Cosmos are able to use their own speed to their advantage in that category. Of course, in 1v1s, I think this is pretty much Sonic's worst 2 matchups. or two of his worst matchups. But it's interesting to see how Ken and Sonix are able to defy the odds in doubles, at least in that second game. Let's see if they're able to repeat history here.
Starting off with some scrappiness. Uh-oh, Light under the stage, but keeping his cool, teching those, teching it again. Really good awareness, and that's this top player. Keep your cool. I may be under the stage, but I'm able to get right back into the fight. And looking pretty even here so far.
And once again, it's just Light versus Sonix at every possible opportunity. I feel like Ken and Cosmos don't really even care that much. Like, they have no bone to pick with each other.
They've gentlemen to the decision that we're going to let y'all fight it out.
Yep. Oh my god, I thought we were about to see some crazy ping pong from the blue team right there. Didn't end up panning out, but still slight advantage to them in terms of how much damage has been put on the board. All right, Light getting some combos off on Ken. The assist from midair from Cosmos. The up B bullet gonna come right down, pass him back off. But so far, it's looking like everyone could die at any moment, but nobody has yet.
Really, really pretty volatile now, and it's going to be who's going to take that first stock and start to get some of the momentum, and it looks like Green Team is going to strike first. Looking for some action on the side here, and the F smash is definitely going to take it at the side of the stage.
Man, Ken, just such an opportunistic player. Once again, he's saying, I don't even need to help my partner in the middle of the stage. He's got that. If I can just hang out in the center or on the sides and pick up kills off his stray hits, we're looking good.
Yeah, just survival and finding those opportunities to take those stocks. Sometimes it doesn't need to be flashy. It doesn't need to be cool. You just need to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, positioning is so, so important in doubles. Just why I really appreciate the unconventional strat that these guys are going for. Ken, though, back in the mix a little bit here, despite his high percent. Said, you know what, I got to get my hands dirty, too. As he just rolls twice to disengage. Oh, my God.
Sometimes, I thought there was some 4D chess that was being played there.
Yeah, sometimes a weird kind of bad play can beat the optimal option, right? So Ken very aware of that. Sometimes you got to do some unconventional stuff at top level. Oh, excellent whiff punish there from Cosmos. Ken unable to deliver a kill in response. If that were forward smash instead, it doesn't matter. His boy's going to pick it up for him. Yeah, looking good for Green Team this time. Ever so slightly, they're in the lead. But Light, of course, being such a fragile character, he's got to watch out.
They've been I've noticed that Green Team has been pretty good at pushing their advantage whenever they're able to get both Sonix in a corner and just kind of get that ledge trapping started, but then diverting right back to these 1v1 situations. A lot of platform action here, a lot of early kills that are potentially available.
Oh my god, Cosmos trying his best to get Light out of a terrible spot right there. Instead, it's going to be Ken finding that one opening. And now we've got even stocks, just a ton of percent in the favor of Green Team. What are they able to do here? Holding down center stage, I like that. Oh, but Sonix is back, Ken is back. And now it's Blue Team back on the offense.
Looking for, again, another opportunity for Green Team to kind of control stage. A little bit of spaghetti here with some, you're going to have some team hits every once in a while.
Yeah, the bigger your hitboxes are, the harder it is to not hit your teammate.
And man, that flaming sword, it covers a bit of the screen, some of it.
Yeah, Pyra is such a great asset to have on your team, but can be a liability.
Absolutely.
Just the wild swings. Oh my god,
scrambling. Yeah, just finding it and another back air. The back air is really, some people call ultimate back air the game. Everyone's got a pretty decent one, but all these players really finding a way to place it at the right moment to take those stocks, and now we're in a 2v1 situation.
What a setup! If that was on purpose, Light, you might be the smartest player to ever do it.
It might, yeah.
Okay, back throw into what? Misses the up B, hits Light instead. Hold on, Ken. We've already seen just how hard this guy is to put in a bad spot. If he's able to just stay on his feet, stay mobile, this might go his way. He's got to get rid of Light first, though.
Yeah.
Turn it into a 1v1.
And Light, I mean, like you were saying earlier, Glass Cannon very much at kill percent right now.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly not over.
Yeah, there we go.
That'll do it.
Landing there. DI's in because, you don't want to die. Of course I'm going to DI in. But there it is. Light and Cosmos. Game 3 going to them.
That was actually probably one of the nastiest little, not for how much damage it did, but that Light, the weight into the jab lock, that was some sauce.
Yeah, I got some really clean plays from both teams here, but in our first best of 5 on stream for doubles, this one might go to the distance. It seems like, whoever is counterpicking obviously, they're going to feel good on that stage. They have a good shot to win. Light and Cosmos won on their counter pick that game. Ken and Sonix won the last time they get to choose. So, Hollow Bastion, I'm not sure if that was what I would expect for two Sonix, right? Really shrinking down the boundaries here. A pretty small stage.
And then also you've got small, like you definitely don't have, you have lower top blast zones. So you got to be worried about dying off the top from early Fox up airs.
Pyra up airs.
Pyra up airs. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I generally just, I don't pretend to understand top player logic for their stage selection. So there's got to be something there that they understand that we don't.
I feel like at the end of the day, it still does mostly come down to comfort.
Right.
I've said it before on the mic where I don't think the stage choices in this game are nearly as well explored or thoroughly labbed out as they are in Melee, nor do they matter as much either.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. I think it's so volatile when you think of how if Ganon could play in Melee every stage on Yoshi's, he'd be a good character, right?
Right.
But like, there's no one in Ultimate that you could say that about with a stage, really.
Yeah, very, very few exceptions. But wow, so far it's working out. Sonix finding the first stock, just absolutely lethal off stage, man. And when you're playing a character like Aegis that's so frail off stage, just, you know, being deprived of your jump is often a death sentence. He's gonna find those kills. Things are going right so far for Team Sonic, but got a lot more Smash to be played in this match as they both almost go out right there.
Total stage control from the green team, just really able to get things set up here. And what a ping pong into that up smash.
Yeah, Light is just so aware of that slight elevation that Pyra and Mithra's back throws give the opponents, right? The up smash scooping perfectly every time we've seen him do it. Cosmos trying to get that whiff punish right there, or the teammate hit punish more accurately. Oh, and tries to bail Light out of a bad spot as well. It's going to work out.
It's always interesting when you see some of those kind of setups and you wonder, like, have they, maybe not labbed out is the right word, but just know, like, if you get the throw here, I'm going to be here for that. And, like, the amount of time and energy that's spent into understanding each other's play, so it's just like an execution check there.
Yep. Yeah, you'll definitely get to that level the more you keep it up with a consistent partner. I don't know how many times Light and Cosmos have teamed. Oh, no, hold on. Are we about to see 2 deaths? Light dies for trying to save Cosmos right there, and a huge swing. It was 5 stocks to 4 before. Or no, it was 5 to 4. Now it's 3. Kind of rough.
Yeah, that's pretty rough there. Sometimes you just got to accept that your partner's down there and just got to hold that, but kind of endearing. Went down there to try and save his buddy.
Yeah, you got to make those plays in doubles, right? It's often worth your time, but if the opponent is someone like Sonix or Ken, who's just so good at killing you for going off stage, I mean, Sonic obviously complements that too. You got to really assess if it's worth the risk.
Now green team looking to try and kind of claw their way back in here. Oh, that shield so close to being broken.
The blue M&M right there.
Yeah.
Barely hanging on. And now Sonix is going to go down to his last stock as well. Ken maybe shortly on the way to join him. No, barely clinging to life after that stage spike from the up B.
These back airs, how is Ken going to deal with them? And then you see Light just disengages, goes like, nah, I got my guy. I really want to fight over here.
Yeah, I actually see a target on this Sonic's back, so going for him. Also, he just knows that Ken at a high percent is always going to play super defensively, be as hard to hit as possible, so might just want to take Sonix out first.
Yeah, completely makes sense. A stray hit in the scrap is going to deal with Ken. Probably just wants to get that final stock off of Sonix.
Yeah, focus your efforts more onto him. But now Sonix with a chance for the edge guard. No, barely misses that up air. Oh, Ken doesn't kill Cosmos either, though.
Yeah, just looked like it was potentially the kill move, but not quite. And then the down smash. Gonna do it. Ken needs to die if they have any hope of taking this game.
Even parrying Sonix's side B right there, or might have been his down B. I didn't see if he hopped first or not. But wait a minute. It is now a very, very damaged Ken.
Yeah, interesting. And look, you see Ken just drifting off stage there, trying to basically stall at this point and just stay alive as a distraction. Be like, I still exist, but I'm not really going to engage too much.
Yeah, it's a risky playstyle, right? You're basically leaving Sonix to get 2v1 in the center of the stage. Oh, I thought he hit Ken with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But no, Ken being able to bait out the option shielding, and now it's a 2v1. Ken with a ton of rage and just going to be able to kind of pick Light apart from the distance while Light and Sonix have this 1v1.
Yeah, going in for any potential punishes that he can find, but not really going to engage otherwise. Okay, that spring coming down just too late to hit the hit the charging hitbox on Firefox. Oh, the tech, but the homing attack to cover it, and Sonic's trying to keep the offense up still. It's not going to work out, though. Has to find some other hits. Oh, jumpless off stage, side B. Oh, perfect
just
interception.
A clinic there, and just how to edge guard Fox. I mean, and the defense here from Light is truly incredible, just hitting every tech and managing to keep in this.
Oh, no. Ken feeding Sonix to the Wolves right there.
Yeah, oh, those back airs. The only move in the kit that doesn't kill Ken is the one that hits him.
This is like a circus act right now.
Yeah.
The two Sonics trying to avoid each other's moves and not accidentally kill each other.
Light holding his chest, just like, my goodness.
He almost did that, man.
Yeah.
Fox, not a character I'd herald as too great in 2v1s. Oh, yeah, another piece of that puzzle is having a fast and good recovery, right?
Right.
And I think that's really why Fox struggles in that spot. Otherwise, he's not too bad. He's very fast and hits hard, but, you know, you throw him off stage and it could be a nightmare.
Man, that was wild. Again, another instance where Ken, I think, was at like 175 for like straight up like 45 seconds, just managing to just stock tank there at the end. And you noticed how I think he ran up at once and got a guaranteed punish on, like, just did the jab combo and then ran away. And like that was the one interaction, then left the rest up to Sonix.
Nobody can play that style as well as Ken, I'd say, in the whole world, honestly. And again,
such intelligent play, just knowing when to interact.
Yeah, and you got to play to your character's strengths, right? As much as you want to call Sonic lame for whatever he may be doing, like, hey, winning is cooler than any play style you could come up with.
It very much is. I don't know what and you know, these guys are, I don't know what the doubles pop bonus is, but it's probably real. I imagine it's some coins. So they're thinking about that. They're thinking about, you know, they're serious competitive doubles players, as spaghetti as doubles can be. This is at the highest level.
Yeah, there's still pride on the line. Anytime you, as a gamer, enter a tournament, you want to win it, right? You want to just have the bragging rights that you want, even if it was $0 on the line. This is Smash Brothers, baby. We don't play for money. Like, we do, but we don't play for the money.
The money, yeah. Right.
Either way, good start here for Sonix. No, sorry, for Light and Cosmos. Getting some decent damage on the board. Oh, but hold on. Oh, great DI there from Light, holding out on the homing attack.
Yeah, because that was just death otherwise.
Yeah. Can't be too in a rush to get back to center stage.
Wow, what a pickup there from Sonix. Not quite going to be able to find the kill there, but just able to get across stage, find that little option through the fray.
Wow.
Light finding that kill there.
Yeah, I think that was an up B stage spike. I was looking at the other side of the stage, but Ken looked like he got reverse edge guarded. I can only imagine one thing. Oh, no, and the spin dash not comboing into the fair right there.
Some up tilts here. Let's see where it's going to lead. Got the Sonix kind of caught in the corner for a second.
Back throw is not enough to do it either, yeah. Sonic losing that ridiculous kill option in the transfer from Smash 4 to Ultimate.
Probably okay, maybe.
I think I'm fine with it, yeah.
We're okay with it. Interesting how Ken was kind of just sitting there, canceled his charges, looking for that opportunity to dash in. When is my time? Where, as Sonix does what Sonix does, I'm going to pick my battles. God, they both just went down to the gates of hell down there and just came back up.
Sonic's looking for that homing attack, too. That seems to be his trump card when it comes to these early kills. Otherwise, it's got to be probably a forward air. And Ken, once again, I think, trying to play this retreating game. He's like, I've taken too much damage for my own liking here.
Was able to just find that back air from center stage to close out that stock. Just watching the way it's actually, I really haven't watched a lot of Ken gameplay. I've watched a lot of Sonix, but just it's actually crazy how different he plays from Sonix. I know people like to, again, say Sonic is lame or anything, but it's like really two completely different approaches and play styles. Very patient and methodical.
Yes, totally agreed. I think calling Ken's playstyle lame is very fair. Sonic's, he'll only bust that out in the most dire of circumstances. Otherwise, he's pretty aggro.
He's holding the W key,
Yeah, definitely a W key Sonic versus S key Sonic here. Okay, there it is. Another stock gone from Sonix here. Looking like this is working so much better than it did last game. And I can't help but think that if not for that double stock loss when Light went to try to save Cosmos, they would have cleaned this up 3-1.
Yeah, it's looking like that was kind of a high-stakes situation that didn't play out their way and gave their opponents another kind of brief glimpse on life, but it's not looking great here. The ability to come back still, of course, always on deck, but they're kind of just stuck in the corner right now and pretty confidently keeping control of this match.
I love the synchronization there of Ken and Sonix at the ledge, just exactly knowing when to let each other get on stage. But you're going to need a lot more than that. You got to get your backs off the wall and then put your opponents there. So there's still a lot of work to be done here. Of course, a Gimp on Cosmos right now would go a huge way in pulling the blue team back into this.
Right. Probably not going to be able to get it on Light.
Oh! Dude, Light, he hates Sonix in the game, man.
Letting his hate flow through him.
It's true. Don't want to give up that very powerful record you have over him, even in a different format.
Going back across the stage, try and get a 2v1 situation there.
Oh, the stare down right there, charging the spin dash up, but unfortunately that's going to do it. It's such a smart punish. Sonic's back throw takes way too long. Cosmos and Light clean that one up 3-2, but a great set all the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really just, for most of it, did look like there was game plans being implemented on both sides that, if allowed to come to fruition, it was really a pretty even fight most of the time. To your point, it did look like there was a turn of the tide there with that little bit of, we moving.
Light's a clown, bro.
Yeah.
Always a showman, on and off the sticks. But yeah, as you were saying.
Oh, yeah, just really great stuff from both teammates. Was fun to watch the double Sonic. I enjoyed seeing